run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He was brought down by Carl Joseph. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. First carry for Nick Chubb, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Nick Chubb.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Emerson Griffin on the sack. Taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and 15.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Here's Mayfield. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Browns drive about to get started. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Browns first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Mayfield now. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catches. Hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens will take over.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a toss left side for Dobbins. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Good for a Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. We're scoreless after 1.
No score.
Here's Dobbins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield, be able to get him in the 2nd round?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph.
Intercepted by...
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Browns drive about to get started. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
The punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the 2nd one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
It's a gain of
1st down, Cleveland, Mayfield to Beckham. Chubb on the counter. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Ball carrier.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
5-yard line.
Five yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2nd and goal from the 1. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. From a yard out, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Jackson on first down. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
On the tackle.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
At the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Here's Jackson to throw to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. To throw again is Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Tucker on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Carter, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 5-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
At the 10-yard line.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Open man, Boykin, he's got him. Touchdown, Baltimore. Miles Boykin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. This will make it into the end zone.
You don't want that.
So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. The Browns drive about to get started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. From the gun, Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
But it's third down.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mayfield to throw it. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI call at just about any point during his route, and I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Mayfield throwing complete there to Hooper. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 42 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
Ball carried by the
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
The field goal ties it, but you're down here knocking on the door. What are you doing?
Did you hear the way you just said that?
Kind of.
Yeah.
With hesitance?
Yes, that means you don't want to kick the field goal, and I don't think they do either. They need to go ahead and get these points now and get in it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Andy Janovich. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. And, Charles, maybe that's one they had dialed up. Hey, if we're in a 4th and goal situation, we're going to our muscle.
And you can feel the boom, boom, boom all the way up here where we sit. The earth was shaking, and he found his way into the end zone.
Yeah, but that's such a great guy to have around the goal line, isn't it?
Indeed it is. It's a great extra dimension to add to your offense. When you can finish things with power, that's hard for a defense to deal with.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
A loss of 2 on the play.
2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? From the gun, Jackson. And going deep downfield for Boykin.
We live for this.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Intercepted by the Browns.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Cleveland.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4.
Ravens 10.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Turn to the ground game, Chubb. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Throwing, Mayfield. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Brown score.
Touchdown.
Kareem Hunt hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
He was brought down by Sheldrick Redwine. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 32-yard line.
Ingram again. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Jackson's throw caught here by Boykin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Sheldon Richardson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Jackson.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
Jackson's pass.
Call it a gain of 3, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
That's a
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Sheldon Richardson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Browns.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
He's brought down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
On the return, the The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it, and he goes out right around the 39. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Sheldon Richardson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 19. The 20. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Sets up 1st down and
obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start on the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Cleveland, they close out this first half at a very